Hello, VC. Crazy Jimmy here with another Acid Archive Diary entry. This will be number 11, I believe. So we're getting there. So pulled right from this Bible. I got roughly 100 of these to go through. I don't know if I'll get through all 100 in the next few years, but I'm certainly going to try. But the next one I wanted to showcase is a really cool one. I'm big on Ohio bands, and I had mentioned in a previous video that I want to showcase bands from certain states, and Ohio is certainly going to be one of them. But this band is actually not from Ohio. They have roots in Ohio as far as influences, but this is an Oklahoma band I'm going to showcase from this book. And the band is none other than Debris. And this is a private press from the band Debris. They only have one full-length album that they released, and they privately pressed it. I believe they pressed 1,000 of these back in 1976. And it's on a private label called Static Disposal. So sometimes people mistake the album title for Static Disposal because it's down there in the front, but it's Static Disposal's the actual label, and then it's PIG 0000 is the number. So pretty cool, very obscure for sure. From this band, very very obscure album. I would call this Proto Punk for sure, and this will remind you of several different bands. The band that this reminded me the most was the Ohio band Pere Ubu. So this reminded me the most. When I first spun this, I was thinking Pere Ubu all the way through, but also there's some Stooges in there for sure, with the energy that comes out of this pressing and the energy that comes from this recording is very Stooges-like. I would call it Funhouse energy. Also, another Ohio band, Electric Eels, is certainly a good reference point, which is a great Proto Punk band from Ohio, a 1970s Proto Punk band, which you should certainly check out. There's some stuff that was just re-released on Scat Records for Electric Eels. And then, of course, Pere Ubu. This is Proto Punk all the way through. Really interesting release. Really interesting music. Let me show you the label. This is an original pressing. I believe this was repressed, but I only have the original at this time. I actually have two originals, so I did post one up for sale of this because I don't need two anymore. I bought two because I loved it, but no need to have two. But let's read a little bit from the Bible itself. I've already got the page bookmarked. And the reviewer in here really loved this album. So Debris, Oklahoma band, an Okie band. Looks like they're from Chickasha, Oklahoma, 1976. Gives it a number 2 for value or what you're going to pay for it, but I'll tell you, these are kind of going up. So, they range anywhere from, depending on condition, $250 for a lower condition one, up to $500 for, something in the shrink that's near mint. So it falls in between there. Like I said, there was 1,000 of these privately pressed in 1976. The reviewer goes on to say, Debris fan, Mars Manson says, great 1976 proto-punk private press similar to the Cleveland scene of the same time. Basement, trippy, and freaky with obvious Beefheart and Stooges influences. It also includes a more unexpected Hawkwind vibe due to the quite massive use of electronic sound effects, echoes, tape loops, and such to a great druggy effect. Not really your typical psych album, but definitely rewarding after a few spins. especially if you're into early Pere Ubu, electric eels, and such. Maybe experimental, but never arty. This is a great LP. When you wake up in your living room at 4 in the morning, totally confused because someone spiked your cough syrup with acid, this might be the perfect soundtrack. That's a cool line. The band has no relation to fellow Okies' Cosmic Debris. So that is the write-up. The reviewer clearly loves the album as much as I do. So just definitely seek this out. I did hear the CD of this. I did not hear... I cannot really compare the CD to the original because the original smokes it. The CD sounds like shit. Excuse my French. So definitely seek out an original, especially while they're reasonable. And I know some of you are probably thinking, well, $300-$400 is not reasonable. Well, it is for something this rare and privately pressed and this good. Because I would think something like this a few years from now is going to be costing upwards $500 to $800 in great condition. So check that out. Again, this is Debris on the Static Disposal label. Pig 0000. Gotta love that. So you got 10 total tracks on there. And again, Debris. Check them out. 1976 Proto Punk. If you like what you hear, you like what you're seeing, please hit subscribe, comment, hit the thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It certainly helps with the algorithm, and it helps my cause as well. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.